That was in 2005. The Stand Your Ground law took away the need to retreat before using force, even if you are in public.
But new state data shows that the deaths are actually up more than 200% since that law took effect. Genevieve Judge investigates the questions surrounding what some are calling a controversial law.
Before 2005, state crime stats show the state of Florida averaged 12 justifiable homicides a year. Since the Stand Your Ground law went into effect, that number has jumped to 36. Now Governor Rick Scott wants a second look, something attorney Benjamin Russell says isn't necessarily a bad thing.
A lot of times when you pass a law, it may take a couple of years to see how it really is in play. Before you can decide whether, hey, this was a good idea or this was a bad idea.
In Southwest Florida, the Stand Your Ground law has been used several times. In January 2011, George Saavedra stabbed Dylan Nuno to death. Charges were dropped against the 15-year-old under the Stand Your Ground defense. This week, only Wink News cameras were in court as a judge sentenced Justin Campos, who killed 2 people at the Fort Myers strip club Lookers. Hoping to get the case dismissed, Campos claimed his life was in danger during the scuffle. A judge denied the Stand Your Ground motion. But why does this motion work in some cases and not in others?
If you're standing out on the sidewalk and somebody attacks you, you can pull out a gun and use deadly force if you think it's reasonably necessary.
It would be very difficult to find a middle ground where you have to retreat a little bit.
Governor Rick Scott says it's worth reviewing to make sure the Stand Your Ground law isn't being abused.
Every time we see something like that, we have to review and make sure we're not giving people the opportunity to use a law that win unfairly.
You have to look at the facts of every case and how the law applies to the facts.
In Fort Myers, Genevieve Judge, Wink News Now.
Now, right now, we don't know if the Florida legislature is going to debate the Stand Your Ground law again. However, it's not just a Florida issue. According to the NRA, there's more than 24 states that have a similar law on the books.